But the road
Yes, continue.
but the road was bad and dusty. I didn't really enjoy the ride. We weren't allowed to take our backpacks to the ruins, so we left them at the entrance and took only our cameras with us.
Okay, next paragraph will be Tisha or Sakila ya namanya ya. Okay, right, Tisha. This place.
This place. Kedengaran nggak, Miss?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. This place was constructed by the Inca Empire
Constructed.
around 1450, and over the centuries, the ruins were gradually hidden by thick forests. Can you imagine the city had been totally lost for centuries? We explored this archaeological site for 3 hours. There was this astronomical clock called Intihuatana, of which I took some pictures. It was a bit hard to take good pictures because a lot of tourists were crowding around the stone. Some visitors believe that the stone has magical powers, so by merely touching it, they may see their wishes come true.
Oke, slightly correction ya. Tadi ada Aquas Calientes tadi tuh. Kemudian ini dibacanya Cusco ya, Cusco. Kemudian tadi ada Journey, lupa saya tadi. Oke, sisanya oke lah. Right. Next, who will read the next paragraph? Okay, Nessa, you are going to read the next paragraph. Our next destination.
Our next destination was the Royal Tomb, which has
Yes, continue.
Our next destination, which has become the site for mummy excavation. The guide said that the people who lived here long ago were high priests and chosen. In fact,
ya terusin aja.
In fact, 80% of the skeletal remains in this tomb were those of women. Of the many temples here, we checked out the Temple of the Sun and the Temple of the Candor. I was glad when we went back to the hotel in Aquas Calientes in the afternoon, because I was so hungry and tired. Rosie, you won't believe how many places there are to visit in Machu Picchu. Besides the place I told you about, there are Huayna Picchu and the Funerary Rock Hut.
Okay, next. Before we go to the next paragraph, this is actually places dibacanya. Kemudian tadi ada chosen women, high priest, high priest. Kemudian apalagi ya tadi itu tired, right? Funerary rock hut. Okay. Now, who will read the next paragraph? Tadi Safira udah ya. Kita lanjutkan. Tia. Tia, read from this point. They say
that the view of Machu Picchu from the peak of Huayna Picchu is breathtaking. The silhouette of the mountain peak behind the city reflects the face of an Inca who is looking upward toward the sky, and Huayna Picchu represents the Incas' fierce tells such interesting stories. That's why That's why Dad and Andrew want to climb the peak tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going. I've got this painful blister on my feet. So stupid of me to leave my hiking boots back in New York. I think I'd rather go to the funerary rock hut where there are
Llamas.
llamas. I want to take picture of the grazing on the grass.
Oke, good. Next. Oh, Abian tadi udah ya. Oke. Adam, oke, you are next.
You know, Rosie, we have to be careful of what we eat here. Some local foods are made with human saliva for fermentation. Yuck. And many restaurants serve guinea pigs with French fries. A really weird combination. So, to be on the safe side, we only eat at pizza outlets. How's your holiday, Rosie? And how is Nia? Do the two of you still hang out together? I haven't heard from her for ages.
For ages.
Please say hi. Please
Terus.
say hi to
Her. Say hi to her. Please say hi to her.
Please say hi. Please say hi to her from me and tell her to drop me an email sometime. We may visit Jakarta next year, so maybe we'll see each other again. Won't that be cool? Bye now. Love, Lucia.
Okay. Now, I'd like you to read the text one more time. And if you have any unfamiliar word or vocabulary, please circle it so we can discuss the meaning. Ya, kalau if you don't know the meaning of these certain words in this text, please tell me so we can discuss the meaning of this word. Ya. For example, like this one, skeletal remains. Do you know what it means? Skeletal remains. Saya pakai highlighter deh ya, biar kelihatan. Nih, ada skeletal remains. Can you see it? Oke, skeletal itu diambil dari kata skeleton. Skeleton itu kerangka manusia. Remains itu sisa-sisa. So, skeletal remains mean sisa-sisa kerangka manusia. Tombs, you probably already know if you are gamer. Tomb itu artinya makam, ya, just like Tomb Raiders, pemburu makam, ya. Okay, tomb. Okay, what else? Any of these words are not familiar to you? Ayo, let's discuss it. You know, of course, hiking boots. Di sini udah ada hiking boots. Ada pick yang tadi sempat dibahas. Oh, ada mau nanya apa nih? Saliva. Ya, Adam, you don't know saliva. Saliva is liur, air liur. Yak, makanya di sini tulisnya yak, gitu ya. Saliva, saliva itu air liur. Okay, so in this area, they use human saliva, air liur manusia, for fermentation. Okay, untuk fermentasi. Jadi kayak kita bikin apa? What do you call that? Tape misalnya, kayak tape ketan, tapi yang bukan pakai ragi, tapi pakainya air liur, something like that. Yaks banget ya kan? What else? Ada lagi? So, Tia, do you want to ask anything about the vocab? Ada yang if you are not familiar with any of these words? Okay. No. Yes? Yang mana? Did you ask something? You need to ask something? No? Okay. Now, I think I'll read this as an example. Earlier, we found some incorrect pronunciation, a little bit incorrect, yeah. Okay, let's read from the top. Dear Rosie, I've been in Aguas Calientes for 2 days now. I'm here on holiday with Mom, Dad, and Andrew. Finally, I was able to visit Machu Picchu after trips by various transportation. plane, train, and bus. We started our journey from Lima, the capital city of Peru, early in the morning at 6 yesterday. First, we took a 2-hour plane flight. Plane flight apa? Penerbangan pesawat ya. From Lima to Cusco. Next, we rode the train to Aguas Calientes for 5 hours. We stayed the night there to take a rest after the exhausting trip. And this morning, we went by bus to the site of the famous ruins, which is really not too far. We got there in only 30 minutes, but the roads was bad and dusty. I didn't really enjoy the ride. We weren't allowed to take our backpacks to the ruins, so we left them at the entrance and took only our cameras with us. This place was constructed by the Inca Empire around 1450, and over the centuries, the ruins were gradually hidden by thick forests. Thick forest, hutan, lebat. Can you imagine? This city had been totally lost artinya hilang, for centuries, berabad-abad. We explored this archaeological site, situs arkeologi, for 3 hours. There was an astronomical clock called Intihuatana, of which I took some pictures. It was a bit hard to take good pictures because a lot of tourists were crowding around the stone. Crowding itu maksudnya memenuhi, berdesak-desakan lah ya. Some visitors believe that the stone has magical powers. So, by merely touching it, they may see their wishes come true. Our next destination was the Royal Tomb. Royal itu keluarga kerajaan ya. Which has become the site for mummy excavation. Excavation? Penggalian. The guide said that the people who live here long ago were high priests and chosen women. Jadi yang tinggal di tempat itu adalah high priest, pendeta-pendeta tertinggi suku Inca ya, and chosen women, wanita-wanita terpilih. In fact, 80% of the skeletal remains in this tomb were those of women. Bahkan 80% dari sisa tulang belulangnya adalah tulang perempuan. Of the many temples here, we check out the temples of the sun and the temple of the condor. I was glad when we went back to the hotel in Aguas Calientes in the afternoon because I was so hungry and tired. Rosie, you won't believe how many places there are to visit in Machu Picchu. Besides the places I told you about, there are Huayna Picchu and the funerary rock hut. They say that the view of Machu Picchu from the peak of Huayna Picchu is breathtaking. Breathtaking apa? Luar biasa, amazing. Yeah. The silhouette of the mountain ridge behind the city reflects the face of an Inca who is looking upward toward the sky. And Huayna Picchu represent the Inca's pierced nose. Pierce itu artinya ditindik, nose, hidung. Berarti hidung yang ditindik. Such interesting stories. That's why Dad and Andrew want to climb the peak tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to, I don't know if I'm going. I've got these painful blisters. Blisters tuh lecet-lecet maksudnya. On my feet. So stupid of me to leave my hiking boots back in New York. I think I'd rather go to the funerary rock hut where there are llamas. Llamas tuh yang binatang mukanya kayak unta tapi badannya kayak kambing ya. I want to take pictures of them grazing on the grass. You know, Rosie, we have to be careful of what we eat here. Some local foods are made with human saliva for fermentation. Yuck. And many restaurants serve guinea pigs. Guinea pigs tuh kalau di kita bilangnya apa ya? Guinea pig tuh marmut, you know? With French fries. Kebayang nggak makan daging marmut dengan French fries? A really weird combination. So, to be on the safe side, we only eat at pizza's outlet. How's your holiday, Rosie? And how is Mia? Do the two of you still hang out and together? I haven't heard from her for ages. Ages itu lama banget. Please say hi to her from me and tell her to drop me an email sometime. Kapan-kapan kirimin email dong gitu. We may visit Jakarta next year, so maybe we'll see each other again. Wouldn't that be cool? Bye now. Love, Lucia. So, based on this article, who can tell me 5 important facts about Lucia's trip to Machu Picchu? Okay. Find interesting fact about Lucia's trip to Machu Picchu. Ada yang tahu? Silakan. What is it? For example, Machu Picchu is not far from Cusco, ya kan? Atau what is it? Not far from Aguas Calientes, ya. Okay. And then, is it easy or difficult to get to Machu Picchu from Cusco? Is it easy or difficult to get to Aguas Calientes or Machu Picchu from Cusco? Difficult or easy? No idea. Okay. Alright, let's move on aja ya. Kita lanjutkan saja. Okay. Now, you're going to work in a group of 3. Okay. This time you're going to take turns with your partner. Take turn asking your partner question about Machu Picchu. Misalnya list of questionnya ada di sini. Silakan kalau mau dicatat dulu atau kalau enggak ada di buku juga. You may itu. So you're going to do a little quiz about Machu Picchu, and your friend will answer. Each of you will make, let's say, 3 questions. Okay, you're going to make 3 questions. Okay, about Lucia's trip to Machu Picchu. And you're going to ask these 3 questions to your friends. Okay, one correct answer will get 1 point. If it is wrong answer, you get 0 point. The highest score will be the winner. Jadi orang the person who get the highest score is the winner. So there will be 3 person in one group. Ready? Do you understand what to do? Okay, if you want to take a look at the question, silakan. You can also create your own question. Okay? Hello? Okay. Ready to go to breakout room? In breakout room, how many of you today? Ada 8, berarti ada 7 ya. 7 dikurangi. Okay. So, dibagi 3 aja ya. Sorry. Dibagi 2 deh. Dibagi 2. Okay. It will be assigned automatically. Ready? Okay. So in room 1 we have 4 participant. Ada Abinaya, Abian, Adam, and Safira. Kayaknya Safira masuk ke grup 2 aja deh ya. Okay. Right. Room 1 only the boys. Room 2 only the girls. Silakan. You ask, each of you will ask 3 questions, and then if you can answer, you get 1 point. If you get wrong answer, you get 0 point. Ready? Here we go. Go. Silakan go to the designated room. Adam, kenapa nggak masuk, Dam? You go to room 1, Dam. Adam, you need to go to room 1. Adam, check. Hello, you can start asking question now. Jangan diem-dieman. Come on. Hey. You can ask question loh, Abian, Abinaya, you can ask question. Tadi Adam udah gabung padahal. Iya.
Soalnya lupa, Miss.
Ada di chat.
Misal.
Ada di chat.
Mana
Silakan.
sih?
Nih di bawah sini nih ada chat di bawah. Di bawah ada chat. Coba diklik di layar kamu ada chatnya nggak? Ada icon chatnya nggak? Nah itu. Oke. Bentar, saya kirim lagi deh ke semuanya ya. Let's see. Tuh. Sudah tuh. Tuh. I send you all the question in the chat. Oke, take turns aja.
Oke.
Oke? Oke. Okay. Can you ask the question? I send the question here on the chat. If you want to use the question on the chat, you can use the question there. Coba lihat di chatnya. Oke, ketemu? For example, who went with Lucia to Machu Picchu? Where did she start her journey? Something like that. Okay, guys?
Oke.
Oke, silakan mulai tanya-tanya. Come on, start asking. Go. Okay. Did you ask a lot of questions earlier? Abi, Abinaya, Abian. Tadi nanyanya berapa banyak tadi? Who win? How many questions did you ask earlier? Nesa masih terdampar di breakout room. Okay. Okay. Safira, did you ask a lot of questions earlier? What's your score?